Now today we're going to be talking about leaky sinks and how to fix them, because not only are they annoying, they're costing you money. Step 1 is don't let your sink bother you for very long at all. Step 2, identify the problem. First things first, you want to make sure that your sink is fully in the off position. If that doesn't stop the leak, then most likely what you have is a busted stem that needs to be replaced. The first thing I suggest is checking to see which one of your stems is busted. So in my case it's the hot stem, and the way I found that is simply just by going underneath the sink and shutting off the water to the hot. Now in order to turn off the water, you want to make sure it's in this position. I've already fixed my sink, and what I'm going to do is turn the water back on. After you do that, if it's still leaking, then what you're going to want to do is turn the hot on and turn the cold off and see if that stops your leak. Okay, so now that you've identified that it's the hot or cold stem that needs to be replaced, here's how we go about taking that apart. My case, as I said, is the hot water that needs to be shut off. And after shutting that off, the leak stopped. So I'm going to go in and take apart my handle. So this handle is just being held on by a screw here on the inside. I took the cover off, and I'm going to unscrew the screw to take the handle off. What you want to do is open up the line after you shut off the water to make sure that you release all the pressure from your line. Then you're ready to take off the handle here, and I'll show you how to take off that stem. Now in my case, this is the new stem right here, and what had happened is this little part had corroded and eventually broke off, and that was what was causing the leak. So I've already put the new one on there, and I'll show you how I did that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wrench and I'm going to loosen up my stem here. Remember ladies, it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So I'm going to want to go this way. And once I take the stem out, I'm going to want to take this with me to my local home improvement store. They have a little tool that you can stick this into. It's going to give you a letter for the size. And while you're at your home improvement store, you want to make sure that you get a waterproof grease or plumber's jelly. Okay, so what you're going to do with the plumber's grease, just take a little bit here on your pinky. You really just need a tiny bit. What you want to do is put it on this rubber O-ring. What I like to do also is there's another little washer, a plastic washer up here. I'm going to rub it on that and also get it really well on the thread of my stem. And once this is all set and ready to go, it's just going to screw right back into where you took the old one from. So you're going to want to get this obviously a lot tighter than finger tight. If you remember, it was really hard to take off. So when you're putting this back on, you want to make sure that it's tight, but not so tight. Because what you want to be able to do once you've got it on is you're going to put the handle on. You want to make sure it's in the off position, and you're going to use the handle very, very gently just to make sure that it's aligned correctly. Put it the rest of the way into the off position and tighten it up. You really don't want to put a lot of pressure on this handle. That's what could cause a leak in the very first place. You could break this right here. So you just want to make sure that once it's on tight, you put the handle on. If it's aligned, great. Tighten your handle back on. And once your handle's on, we'll put the cap back on. And now we're ready to turn our water on, and we'll have a working sink with no drip. You know the drill. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. If you don't, that's alright. I hope I helped you fix your sink and save some money. To find out how much that drip is costing you in your household, click on the annotation below or the link in the description. There's a link to an online calculator to find out how much these drips are costing you per year.